First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. Legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. And off we go from legendary Lambeau. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. It's Otten in motion. And here's the first carry for the power back, Dameon Pierce. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down. That's good.
And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk to get this game rolling.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Now, screen set up for Irvin. He's loose down the right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. 37. A huge play there on the screen pass. 37 yards. 31-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Bucky Irvin. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
They run out of the pistol. It's Pierce. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on third down. They send Godwin in motion. And that is incomplete.
It's clear from that third down call, Mike, that they had already made up their mind that they would go for it on fourth down. Figured they still have that extra down in their pocket on the defensive side of the field. Now is the time to continue to be aggressive.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. To throw is Mayfield. And it's caught. He got Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Throwing is Baker. Pass pulled in by Irving. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And he turns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. I would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Pierce will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown, Buccaneers.
And when things haven't been going your way like they haven't around here recently, Mike, this is exactly what you need. You're looking for a spark. So to take the opening possession of the game, march it down there, and come away with the score, all of a sudden the sideline's a lot more positive. There's a lot more good energy amongst your teammates. Is that the spark they needed to turn this thing around?
McLaughlin good on the extra point. And the Bucs will take a 7-0 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. On the return, it's Robinson. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Set, ready. 10 black. Set, go.
Love to throw to get started. To the left side, he finds Kraft. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game.
Ready.
Nice job there making that happen.
Black shot. Set, cut.
On first down, it's Love. Oh, fucking work there defensively. Got that hand in there. That pass is incomplete. Jamel Dean that time. All over him in coverage.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league. And when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Throwing on second down, Love. That is hot. And he'll take this one in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Green Bay. That touchdown, number 11 on the year. For quarterbacks, there are so many stats we use to measure a good season. This is one of them. 30 touchdowns. That was number 30 on the year. Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. A return now from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. It's Otten in motion. On 1st down, here's Irvin. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And let's give them about 4 on that one. Edger and Cooper, they're on the 10.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Baker keeping it on the zone read. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the 1st down, get down. The drive continues.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
On 1st down is Mayfield. This pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
23 yards.
23 yards on that pass play. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And we're back. Lambeau Field in just a moment. On to the 2nd, Buccaneers in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd down and 7. Thrown quickly, taken in by Godwin. It's a good pickup on 2nd down, but there is a flag down, and this one might not stand up. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. On 2nd down, Baker. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete. Jawan Jennings was the intended target. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
On 4th down, Chase McLaughlin in for the Bucs. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. And that is no good. He missed it. And the score remains tied at 7.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go. Set, go.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Huge yellow. Set.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Catch is made by Romeo Doubs. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
7 brings up 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1.
Let's go. Black, 95. Hut, hut.
We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. And he will have a Packers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
That's good.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
As Dobbs open left side. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Ready. Yellow, 20. Ready.
On the ground, here's the first carry for Marshawn Lloyd. And he will score! Marshawn Lloyd. Touchdown, Packers.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Extra point by McManus, up and good. And the Packers will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. They send Godwin in motion. Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
The coverage right there, and it's knocked away, incomplete. Emeka Egbuka, the intended receiver. And it's going to be third down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time, he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
They send Godwin in motion. A short one there to Otton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. 15-yard pickup there. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. The defense not fighting. They stay at home, and they tackle him for no gain.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here, second and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's complete. It's Emeka Egbuka. 11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Two minutes remain here in this first half. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this. So, a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's first and 10. It's Otton in motion. On first and 10, here's Baker. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Devontae Wyatt in there for the sack, his fourth on the year.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. To throw is Mayfield. Now a ball deep, middle of the field, and they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. It is a big play for the Buccaneers. 41 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Here's first and 10. They send Godwin in motion. Mayfield to throw on first and 10. Open man is Jennings. He's going to be marked down at at the 12-yard line.
13 more yards.
13 yards on that pass play. It's a first down for Tampa Bay.
And nothing matters if this protection isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
Down at the 12. It's first and 10. Give. This is Irving. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock.
At the Packers' 10-yard line.
Second down, they need 7. Man in motion here is Jennings. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. That's Ibuka in motion. Get this complete right side to Otten. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. That's going to be caught, and he's not going to get away. They've got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. To the left side in the hands of Watson. Across midfield, shot out of a cannon. A big connection to put the field as they get across midfield on that one.
3 yards. And the Packers first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
10 what? Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Work in the middle. Kraft has got it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
McManus's kick is good. And the Packers build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7.
Nice job there securing points with that final play. Of course, they would have loved to have come away from that possession with a touchdown, but I think they're going to be happy with 3 going into the break.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
Let's go. Hut.
Love to throw it on first down. This one out to Watson. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up the 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up first and second down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking it.
And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. From his corner spot, Jamel Dean ends that play.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Second down throw for Love. There's a short one caught by Kraft. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
And he powers his way forward, doing it on the ground inside the 40, a gain of 8.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Down. Set.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Good running inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down. They get 15 on that game. First down, Packers.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
33, yellow. Hut.
Love going to give it to Lloyd. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
What you see there is really the key to a good free safety blitz. Time the snap so that the offense cannot determine that you're rushing. It's exactly what happened here. He's able to bring the ball carrier down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the gun, it's Love. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Love. Made there by Watson. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Ready?
Jacobs is in for a touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and it's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Both teams ready to go once more. as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Uh-oh. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense. And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do...
This is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship. He's inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. You talk about the opportune time. The defense helps close the gap. A huge play to make this one a closer game.
Yeah, and anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, you're looking for that spark. And boy, did the defense provide it. Not only creating the turnover, they take it back for 6, and they get themselves right back into this game.
Makes the score Packers 24, Buccaneers 14. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. On the return, it's Robinson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Love. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently. Not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Second and 10.
Ringo. Green Jack. Ready.
Here's Love. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
Black, 95. Hut.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. Open is Kraft. He's got it. He works free, right side. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 73 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Now it's McManus for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Packers will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
31, Buccaneers 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's when the offense will take over. They send Godwin in motion. On first down is Mayfield. Rasul Douglas there to break that one up.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes, and once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. Going up top. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. Baker to throw. And it's caught. He got Godwin. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set to go now on first and 10. The RPO, that one is complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 1. Man in motion here is Jennings. The RPO, they'll get this to Ibuka. And he's going to be out of bounds and just beyond the line of scrimmage. That's all they needed to pick up the first down.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch. And that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game. Don't stress the protection. And while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Receiver in motion, going right. Mayfield to throw it here on first down. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Third and 5. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Got a man! It's Ibuka! Complete! That That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
That's Ibuka in motion. Second down throw from Mayfield. Now, screen set up for Irving. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking them down for a loss.
It's Otten in motion. From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that. But it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
A gain of 11, and it's first and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Man in motion here is Jennings. This one's caught at the floor. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Leads to second and goal at the Packers' 3-yard line.
We'll go again from the 3. It is second and goal. Quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he will get into the end zone. Chris Godwin's touchdown Buccaneers. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Let's go now. Set.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. Toward the outside. Catch made by Watson. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
35-yard line.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll run out of the gun. with Jacobs. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive. But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable, incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. To the left side to Godwin. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here comes 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
A bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can before 3rd down. Pistol, it's Mayfield. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. And he's going to have a Bucs 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some.
So clearly time is not on their side. But with that clutch conversion, it still keeps their hopes alive. They need to score so fast here, Mike. It's going to take 2. So get this first one and try to get that ball back again. Long shot of it happening, but at least they got a chance.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Taken down at the 33-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. They send Godwin in motion. On 2nd down, Baker. They'll try to hit him with a screen. So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now the Bucs will take their first timeout, and they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Big play here. Crowd on their feet for 3rd and 4. That's Ibuka in motion. To throw is Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. They'll need to score and do it quickly. Still one timeout left. Final minute, 1st and 10. They'll run, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll run here. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. The Buccaneers forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And the crowd a major factor now as we get to 3rd down. Now Mayfield. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Gotta have it, 4th and 4. Man in motion here is Jennings. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
Green Jack. Set hut. Red, yellow. Set.
Love to throw it on 1st down. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
So if this was an NBA game, Mike, we call that a heat check. He wasn't even open, but you know what? With the success that they've had all game so far, he's just saying, you know what? Everything we do is coming up right. I'm just going to give my guy a shot. And this time the defense had him covered, but expect him to continue to look his way. He's had a monster day.
Ready?
Here we go. One final play. That one dropped. That's Matthew Golden. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So, it's a win for the Packers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are winners as we say so long from legendary Lambeau Field.